Boom. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Tony's going to be a couple minutes late. Talking to him on the back channels. And hopefully everyone's having a good evening. What's going on, everyone? We got Jeff. We got Reckham RC. We've got Hatfield Flightcraft. Mir Deef is in the house. Decker's in the house. Let's see. Who else do we got up in here? Scott Long, Ashley Connolly, Owen Rogers, David Ferris. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone. Thank you for coming along. What's going on, David Ferris? So let's get this party started, huh? What's going on, Racing Case 87? So awesome. Last week we had a lot of good stuff going. I got out to play a little bit. I don't remember if the UDR video was after or before the last live. Did a little crawling, did a little Monster Jam, all kinds of stuff. Lots of fun. I didn't know I could do that. I don't know what you could do. Anyways, so let's see here. Yeah, so there's a lot going on tonight. We have a long show sheet. Hopefully Tony pops in so we can have, I sense a rant coming from Tony. And I think it might have been elevated. So we'll see what happens. So the things that we're going to talk about tonight are a monster comeback. We're going to talk about Toolshed. Tony's got some cool stuff going on. We'll talk about some blueprints, what we did on April Fools, TM information, and the Taco Chop Live. So yeah, Monster Jam was rad. Yeah, we got to hang out. We kind of went on a whim. I was actually, it was a long night the night before, but yeah, so we went to Monster Jam. I figured, I don't know if you guys all buy the tickets to the same thing, but generally when you buy tickets online, it's like a $50 ticket turns into a $90 ticket after all the fees and all that kind of stuff goes on. So it gets kind of expensive. So we decided to just kind of last minute go down and check it out because we knew that there is space available. So we went down and checked it out. What we didn't know is that there was a Mariners game and a Kraken game all on the same day. So downtown was just a zoo. So it was crazy, but we ended up going. We got the pit party tickets. We went in, and that's when we got to go and meet Ryan Anderson, and I got to see him again, and it was pretty cool. It was very neat having my kid see him. I think my kid was in shock a little bit, but it was very rad, very, very cool experience. And then we got to go into Monster Jam itself, and man, we got some rad tickets. Our tickets were like right on the 100 level, which is like the first level. We were probably, a handful of rows back from where the plastic stops. And we just had an awesome view of everything. So yeah, so Jeff Walters said Tony got you good on his April Fool's thing. Yeah, it was pretty fun. That says I just set my phone to max volume, and a letter from Traxxas appeared. What? Oh no! Is everyone getting taken down by Traxxas today? Is it like are they trying to do world domination RC or what? So I want to talk about that, but I want to wait a little bit till Tony hops on because I know he's got some choice words about that. I think it's unfortunate. We understand what, at the end of the day, we kind of understand what it is all about, but it doesn't it negatively impacts the community, which kind of sucks. But let's talk about April Fools real quick. Let's just jump into that one. That one's an easy one. We know Tony's. So Tony's April Fool was, what was his? That he was getting out of 124th and getting back to the big boy RC stuff, which it's funny because I knew right off the bat. I don't know if you guys are guilty of this, but sometimes I'm guilty of just seeing a pretty picture and then hitting the like button. And then I started reading it and I was like, oh, I know what this is. So, and of course, we both played along with each other on our April Fool's joke. Mine took off. It was pretty funny. Mine, if you guys aren't on Instagram, my Instagram post was that I finally collaborated with Element RC. and I was making a limited edition run of the Lazarus build up here, and it got a lot of people. I had a lot of people DMing me. Scale Metal Supplies fell hook, line, and sinker on it, and I talked to him all the time. He messaged me and he goes, "What is this?" And I messaged him back and I said, "Yeah, I totally played it off. I was like, we need to talk about this because I'm going to need to get some wholesale tabs and metal because I got 300 of these to build." I said, "But I'm running to Monster Jam, so I'll talk to you later." And it was awesome. And so we had, like I said, I had people messaging me. I had people asking questions about it, how long the lead time was, all kinds of stuff on the actual post. It was good. I was pleasantly surprised. So even one of the, oh, sorry, Siri. Why don't you calm down? Siri doesn't understand jokes. So the funny thing is I had the marketing guy from Element. He was like, "This is too awesome." So what I ended up doing is, if you hadn't seen the picture, I drew the box art. Let's see, I can pull up a picture on my phone. I drew the box art for an Element, and I put my truck on the box art. And let's see, where is it? I thought I put it on my phone. Maybe I did it on my iPad. Let's see. There it is. So I put my truck on the box art and I named it a Soldador trail truck. And I said the Pro Limited Edition, or Edition Limited. And I had it kind of brewing in my head for the last 24 hours before that. And then it got it. So it was good. So yeah, I saw the Red Cat Spud. That was pretty good. Anyone else get taken on one of those? I know now when I get a deal with Element, no one's going to believe me. I don't know that that's going to happen anytime soon, but yes, that would be funny. That would be really funny. Yeah, there was a couple. I'm trying to think of who else's I saw. That was good. Oh, I think I hear someone popping in. Hey.
What's going on, guys?
We were just talking about April Fool's stuff. I wanted to leave the trademark stuff to a little later. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we were talking April Fool's, and I was just saying what mine was and how I read by yours, and then we kind of played off of each other in the comments. Yes. And I was saying how mine got people. I don't know if I told you how bad I got Scale Metal Supplies.
Like, you did mention it. You mentioned that you got him good.
He was like, and my wife was like, "You better tell him, because if he's gearing up for, we know how it is being a small business,
like ordering new stuff, like bulk quantities of stuff."
Yeah. So, and it was funny. I even sent him a picture of what does it say? It said like "Sup Foo" on a T-shirt, and I said it's April Fool's Day, and he still didn't get it. He thought I was still doing the deal with El. He was like, "Yeah, I know it's April Fool's." So it was pretty funny. Club Amigo full screen. Got my music going. I should do my faders on my lights. That's what Kaylin's saying. So we just talked real quick about what we were going to talk about tonight. Talked about the April Fool stuff. I mentioned how we're going to talk about a monster comeback, Monster Jam, what it's inspiring, Toolshed, blueprints, TM information, and Taco Chop Live. Where do you want to go next, Tony?
I'm sorry. I'm.
Are you still down?
I got taken down by Traxxas, so my brain's kind of somewhere else. So,
did they send you?
What were the Traxxas? What were the? No. But I have the Wix.com infringement notice through their customer care when I just tried to log into their website. Anyway, what were the comments? I think monster trucks we should talk about.
Monster trucks. Okay. So I was saying how we went to Monster Jam on a whim and how freaking awesome
what
it was.
A show you got, man.
Dude, it was so I sent Tony the full unedited version when it like right after it happened. I was like, he burned it down. And so when we were talking about Ryan Anderson, and oh my gosh, he crushed it on the freestyle. He did awesome on the two wheels skills challenge. He did his bicycle into nose to moonwalk. Oh, awesome. Super rad. Didn't do too hot on, I think he made semis in racing, but I really like the track layout that they did. So for those that don't know, in Washington, we used to have the Kingdome, and then the Kingdome went away, and we got what used to be called CenturyLink, and now it's called Lumen Field. But we also have the Tacoma Dome, which all the stadiums tour went to. And the stadium, does it sound like I'm too close to the mic? Yes, I can turn my mic down. I have
a
it
little
spiked.
hot.
Here, how about that? I turn it down. Any better? Number one, number two. Hello. All right. Hopefully that's better. So, where was I going with? Oh, so we have the Tacoma Dome, and they always have the Tacoma Dome like Monster Jam thing in there. And the Monster Jam in the Tacoma Dome is a very tight, like it's just a bunch of slap wheelies and like maybe some, kickers where they get up on their nose. It's really nothing, no big air. It's just running around Chicago style. It's not super exciting. And so the last probably 10 years or so, it's been that way. And just maybe 5 years ago, they started doing it in Lumen Field. And we never went because they never had the A-list out there. They had always like the other tours going to it. And then this time is the first time it's been the one night Monster Jam, and where they had the A-list out there. And I was like, yeah, we got to go. And oh my gosh, it was so rad. It has like totally rekindled my love for monster trucks and how I want to start playing with RC monster trucks again, and possibly like not doing my dirt track anymore.
Yep.
And just keep
now you're jazzed.
And now just keeping it monster truck style. So I like it. And it's also made me think of, I still have never built a tube chassis monster truck. And I think it might be time. I think it might be time to do it on an LMT.
Man, I hope so.
I know a lot of people do. I know there's, two people that I know of that do it, Big America and Brass Ring Fab, but
yeah, but he doesn't do it for sale, right? A Big America doesn't.
No, and either, yeah, no. And I wouldn't do it for sale either. I would just do it to make it my own. But yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that'd be really sick. Really, really sick. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, so that's, I think, so the way the track is set up for Monster Jam, they start in the middle, facing the sides of the stadium, and they shoot off and then turn and go around the circle, right? So I think I might have enough room to do that type of track in my backyard, which would be
circle one, like a chase.
Yeah, which would be
Chicago style.
It's not really Chicago. It's kind of Chicago, but the way it starts, it's in the middle, so they're pulling away from each other. But yeah, they go around.
But they still kind of follow each other. Like
Yeah.
if one wrecks,
right.
like he could be in the way of the other guy instead of being separate tracks.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I think I might be able to do that in my backyard. I'm gonna have to measure it out. But I've been thinking about that all day. I was like, ooh, that'd be a lot of fun. So that's coming. It's amazing that they can get those big trucks to do what they do. I know. And the air, holy smokes. Some of the air that Ryan Anderson had, I swear it was like seeing a RC car. I mean, one of them, he jumped and you could see him hit the brake and level it and then stand on it and see the truck kind of pitch a little bit as it was coming down. It's like just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. Sounds like they're getting videos taken down. I haven't gotten any videos taken down. I posted 3 videos of it. It was all over the place this weekend. I want an RC monster truck. The Stampede just isn't the same. No, Stampede isn't the same at all. Monster truck solid axle is definitely the way to go. I have some things to say about that in a little bit, but we'll get into that one later. Trivia: where did
Yeah.
Chicago style come from? Ooh.
Chicago. Chicago racing. I don't know.
Milwaukee. It's Algonquin.
He wants old school references. He wants retro references.
That's why I said Milwaukee. It's Algonquin for Beautiful River or whatever it is. Monster trucks at Baja would be pretty awesome. Yes. I know. I was going to try to see if my family could go somewhere to find some sand next week, but I don't know if that's possible. Now it's even like I was thinking about taking the UDR, but now I'm like, do I want to do that? I don't know. So what do you have? What do you have about monster trucks? I see you frantically clicking.
Me? Yeah. Well, I just released the Max or the not Max Smasher FMS video. The not Max Smasher FMS video. It does not have Max listed anywhere in my descriptions or tags because that would be infringement on copyright. So, no, I just did that video. Got it posted. We did racing Chicago style in that video.
Nice.
So that's where it came from. KLN. It came from me. I designed it, came up with it, invented it.
Yep.
Trademarked it. And Monster Jam stole it. That's all I got to say about that. No, just kidding. Yeah. So
let's talk about your tools that you can't sell.
Yeah, I got fresh stock of tools that don't work with a certain vehicle that got my site taken down anymore. So that's cool. And new stuff came in. I got shock pliers in.
Those look sick, dude.
It's something I use all the time. I use these all the time. And so
those look good. They look really good.
I got these made up. Yeah, these ones work really good. This is literally the ones I use.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
But they don't work with Traxxas stuff. They only work with other RCs.
Not no more.
If you're gonna buy it, don't buy it to use with Traxxas. Buy it to use with other RC cars.
Yeah.
Because if you say that this works with their vehicles or is compatible with their vehicles, they'll take you down. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Yep.
I love them,
so
though.
I think I'm going to do a lineup of my Traxxas vehicles in front of my F-250 and show people how they hold up to a truck driving over them. It's going to be an expensive day.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to happen.
Well, should we just get into it? Because I thought we'd hold it off to get some more people
Let's
in
hold
here.
off on it. Let's hold off. I'll keep bringing it up gently as we go. I'm just kind of... I also have not for Traxxas batteries, lipo bags I had made. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, here. They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
those are awesome. They'd be able to handle big. So I don't only use them for lipos. I like use it
take
to
your lunch in them.
Stuff might you put your lunch in here. It'll keep your lunches warm. No, it won't really, but it might. But I'm not.
Put your lunch in with some used
that
batteries.
Kind of a thing.
Get your hot batteries in there and put your lunch in there and warm it up.
Yeah. So yeah, when it's on fire inside the bag, put your hot pocket in here.
Yeah.
And that's what she does. No, I'll put tools in them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll put them in my backpack or whatever to kind of compartmentalize stuff.
Yeah. How big is that? Like 8.5 by 11?
Dude, it is. I got a legit. It's 12 inches by 9 by 12.
Wow.
Hopefully I have bags that big to ship these in because I wasn't thinking that through.
Just put a sticker right on it.
Velcro pouch on the back. The warnings are on this side.
Nice.
And you stick your batteries in here. It doesn't like fully prevent. I mean, if you do 6S batteries in here and you over voltage it somehow and you really get a fire going,
Yeah.
it will come out the top. Like it'll find the little holes and come
Oh,
out
for
it.
sure.
But
Yeah.
if you have something going wrong and you start seeing it smoking, it is a safety to be able to grab that thing and get it out of wherever you are.
Yeah.
You still have to watch your batteries when they're in here. You just got to be smart when you're doing stuff.
Does
And
it have
so
a slot for
I
charging?
always use them. Huh?
Does it have a slot for charging
Yeah.
on the back? So I've seen some that on the
Well,
back.
you just come in. No, you just come in through. There's a little
Yeah.
gap
Okay.
here.
Okay, I got you.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you let the cables come out these, but the
Okay.
fire can come out that. It's just going to contain it so it's not just
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
up, and
Right.
it just helps with containment to get yourself out of the
Oh,
bad situation when you're in it.
I just realized
So
something. KLN's going to have a hard night because he's all Team Traxxas. He is a Team Traxxas supporter.
really,
Oh man, he's
oh, well,
he's all into it. I just realized that he's gonna have a rough one.
yeah.
Sorry about it, buddy. Sorry. Anyways, I didn't mean to derail you off of your topic, but it just dawned on me.
So I have these available. You can't buy them anywhere anymore. So I have hundreds of them now for my basement. I'll probably try to redo the flooring with it because we just had our sump pump go.
Oh no.
That somebody buried under a subfloor and carpeted over the top of, and I just had to find it. I just had to start cutting the carpet and start peeling up subfloor in order to find the hole where the sump pump was.
How did you
So that
even
was
have
fun.
an idea for a frame of reference? Do you just put your ear to the ground and be like, where's this coming from? Was it whining or did it just stop?
No, the guy had mentioned that there was one. He's like, there's a switch in here that has blue tape on it. Never remove that tape because I had people turn it off thinking it was a light switch and it turned off the sump pump and it started
Yeah.
leaking out the floor. So I knew there was one under there and I knew there would come a day,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it would only take a year, that I would have to tear the freaking basement apart looking for this hole in the floor. And I found it. Luckily, I was close when I started, but it's still it's like a 4x8 section that I cut like just
Yeah.
razor knifed and then started like peeling junk up. I sent you a picture. I've
Yeah.
got it on my phone actually. With this new camera, I can actually show stuff because it focus changes.
So you're running
So,
I was
yeah.
wondering what you're running on your computer because your camera looks a lot more crispy.
That's what I was into today. You can see the
Man.
black hole at the very top. So I didn't find it. Like this was this, like you stepped in this front corner area here where that little board is.
Yeah.
And that's where I thought it was because there's like, it felt like a hatch there when you'd step. And they were like, I cut it open. I'm like, oh, there's nails. They like nailed it shut. Nah, that was just, they were trying to get rid of a bounce.
Oh,
But
man.
I saw the you can see the pipe under there.
Yeah.
Barely. There's a pipe and it runs to that black hole. And
Yeah.
so I just traced that until I found it.
Ugh. So people are asking
Super
if
one-handed
sites
RC. Thanks for bringing that up. Again, yeah, no, I don't have a website anymore. Traxxas took it down, so that was good of them. They didn't even reach out to me.
You know,
If they had said whatever I needed to do, or even just remove the stuff, it doesn't even sell for crap. It's like
Yeah.
the least selling stuff on my site. People don't give a beep about the Traxxas TRX 4M. It's nothing because of this kind of stuff.
Right.
There's not going to be an aftermarket, and the aftermarket is $40 for a set of bearings. So,
Right. Right.
that's why that, it's only going to be for people that aren't in the RC hobby or that are unfortunate and have hobby shops that only sell Traxxas stuff.
Right.
Cobblestone, I'll never see you guys in Holland because of this. So,
Yeah.
sorry.
Ugh,
But yeah, that's how it goes.
that's
They're
for
dead to
sure.
me. If I don't sell their stuff, I literally am going to drive over it with my truck, possibly tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a
So-
feeling. So the thing, we'll get into this later, but I have a feeling they're going to have some countersuits happening because the issue is that they're
no,
going to
nobody
have
can afford it. You can't afford it. They know that, like, they've sucked. Like,
right, but there'll be a class
YouTube doesn't
action.
make me squat for money.
There should be a class action because what's happening is that they're taking opportunity costs out of people's hands or opportunity loss basically. And so, your website,
Yep.
which is 90% other stuff.
Which I changed everything to say, instead of saying TRX 4M bearing kits or whatever, I said bearing kits compatible with TRX 4M. Put the trademark symbol in the description, said TRX 4M is a registered trademark of Traxxas LP.
Right.
Whatever. All the jargon that the Proline, and if you go to Proline, they do it. Now, they're a big company.
Right.
Like us little guys don't have lawyers. We don't have squat.
Right.
A simple, like the nice thing to do would be either just say, hey, we're about to take you out your only income that you make.
There should be a cease and desist letter first. Yeah.
So send me a letter and I'll take your crap off my site because it doesn't sell anyway. So
right.
People don't want it.
Yeah. There should have been a cease and desist letter first, like versus just running through the internet and taking everyone down. Like that seems pretty bad. That it's not a good look on them. And I think that they're going to probably lose quite a bit. I mean,
they're not going to lose. I mean, except for going after Dodge for already having a TRX 4 or TRX something RM.
Yeah. Well, I just mean that I was watching.
It's easier to just take the stuff down, but I can't because they didn't even come to me and ask me to do it. Like,
right. I just mean,
people will say, and I've talked to certain people, well, the videos are allowed to use their name because it's, whatever. I'm like, how is it different? You're making money. I need headphones.
You need headphones.
I don't have them because I was doing other crap, but yeah, I need them. But so let me finish my point.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a video stating what it is and showing their videos and making money off of just making videos about their product? I'm using their name to make money.
Right.
Either way. Yeah. And people say, well, it's journalistic, whatever. It's not. You're just making a video to make money. That's the point of it. I made these products that are compatible with their thing to make money.
Yep.
I'm going to lose a crap ton of money because I have thousands of dollars of new stuff coming because people bought all the brass knuckles. They don't even look like they're freaking knuckles.
Right.
And in fact, the diff covers I intentionally had changed because the company made them look exactly like theirs. I'm like, that ain't gonna fly.
Right.
Like I just want plain Jane diff covers. Round them. I want them to slip off of things. I want them to, be nice looking. First of all, I hate that ARB style, which is what Traxxas is copying with their diff covers on their TRX 4Ms is the ARB style, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, your turn.
No,
I'll let it go.
No, I think you have a reason to be upset with that, and I feel like that's what I'm talking about. Where I feel like I think they're going to lose. This is going to take an impact on them because I was looking at Instagram, and Instagram's hot right now. I don't dare go to Facebook, but Instagram is hot right now with people just trashing them. And, it's like, that's a tough one, man, because we get it, but we also, it's really ticky tacky to do something like that. And it just shows, what they should be doing is investing in R&Ding a solid axle monster truck to sell more things and not to do.
I hope they don't.
Well, now it's not going to be. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I mean,
I could care less anymore. I wanted them to make one. And I've seen this, and I go through those phases with Traxxas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, okay, well, I get it. They're a business and whatever. Like, but, the way that and I get it. Like, if you're, I get it for things like that little S-Max or whatever that was out there that looked exactly like their truck, tried to use their name to trick people into thinking it was one of their vehicles.
Oh, sure.
Where that's not what we were trying to do. We were trying to say these are like upgrade parts for your vehicle, that are compatible with, work with, and and I'd even changed it to just say 1/18 scale at one point. Like these work with a popular 1/18 scale, model, because I was afraid of this, and here it happened, and so I started buying the X Maxes again and the Maxes, and I got the XRT.
You were about to get a UDR too.
The TRX 4M, I gave it lots of props for how cool it was out of the box.
Yep.
Told Knight Customs to make his monster truck out of that. I hope he doesn't get slapped with something
Oh
for
yeah.
making something that uses their parts
Yeah. Yeah.
to make a monster truck. But like, how do you do stuff if you want to aftermarket things that use components of it? It's not their vehicle, but you could marry their transmission case and stuff with it
that's
to make something else.
That's an interesting point, because that's something to me that is like, you're not okay. So once the buyer buys this RC car, it's no longer Traxxas's vehicle. So why does it have to be like, if you were selling a kitted out vehicle that had option parts on it, right, and making money on it that way, I could see that. But once it's in someone else's hands and they're modifying it, does that mean that now anytime I do a cage on my truck and I say it's what kind of truck it is, and then they're going to be like, well, you can't have that on their website or whatever, because it's not, you know what I mean? Like,
well, and I would have, right, if you're a small business, right, give us the benefit of the doubt and reach out to us directly as a hobby person, whatever. Like, I would have gladly said, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I did it for him before when I outed their
the
Snap-on truck.
Yeah. Oh.
And they reached out to me and said, hey, this isn't supposed to be out yet. Somebody got it and whatever. I said, oh, cool, I'll take it down.
Yeah.
No questions asked. Just like, oh yeah, sorry. Like,
sure.
I'm just trying to keep up with what's being posted. And here's all these pictures. I thought it was out.
Yeah.
Took it down. No questions asked. I'd have done the same with this because it doesn't make me that much money. And these things that sell out like crazy do, like,
right. Well, and are they going to be going after hobby towns that have, like, if you got a deal with a hobby town and you're putting your parts in the hobby town, are they going to go after hobby town now because they're wholesaling parts?
I asked this buddy of mine. I asked this buddy of mine, like, well, how does Fast Eddie sell parts or bearings for theirs?
Right.
Like, they're selling the same bearings compatible with Traxxas stuff. They're not Traxxas bearings. They're just certain size bearings in a package that will fit in this vehicle, right?
Right.
Does Traxxas own that bearing size because they put it in their vehicles?
Right. And it's a standard bearing size.
Sell?
Yeah. Because it's a standard bearing size. Yeah.
Do they own that shape of diff screw pattern or chassis mounting for their
Can we not repaint
Maybe.
something with Krylon now because it's a Traxxas vehicle sprayed with Krylon?
Blue and red are no longer allowed to be used for RC colors because Traxxas uses them all of their crap.
I know, right? So it's like, it's really kind of surprising that they would go down this route. And
RPM,
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, think of all the battery manufacturers that list what their cars are compatible with. So are they going to go after Ovonic? Are they going to go after all, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going after these bigger guys because
they went after, like, if you said that your tires worked with their truck, like, they don't really sell tires. So like Flub RC and them got hit in that thing, in this too. And Little Guy Racing Parts, because their categories was for the TRX 4M, like, these will fit with that vehicle. They got hit by it.
Maybe I should.
They aren't like Traxxas. Traxxas doesn't have like these tires. These are their freaking tires that they designed that fit like a 1.0 wheel. And because it had their name as being usable, it got taken out.
Maybe we should make these
You
t-shirts.
should show it now. Let me full screen you. This was going to be our name tonight. Don't be a. Maybe going to be our graphic.
Maybe we should make some t-shirts like that.
Change it afterward. We should change it afterward.
Yeah. Should we make some t-shirts and see what, and just be like, hey, Traxxas, we're making money off of t-shirts. That because it's not their logo.
No, I heard that Fast Eddie's got a little bit of issue with theirs too.
Yeah.
So yeah. I
That's
brought that
funny.
up because of so
How frustrating. It's like the thing is that no one's going to support them. If the community goes down with them, then like
if
if
you make a body like Proline, how do they do it?
right.
Because they have the little divots in the spots where it would go for like a Traxxas vehicle to
Right.
fit with a Stampede or whatever. And it says like that they're registered trademarks of, but those dot patterns are for that. I don't know. I mean, it's
Yeah.
absolutely mind blowing to me
Nick,
how classless they are. That's what bothers me the most.
yeah.
It's like the human element is completely gone for them.
Right.
They don't even get the hobby. Like
It seems like they're bots.
they are
Like,
straight up
you know what
bots.
I mean?
Like
Yeah.
they are artificial
Troll
intelligence
bots.
of the RC world.
Yeah.
They're here to just take money from everybody, and I mean they're least interested in the hobbyists. That's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
They're just interested in the money of the people that want to get into it,
right.
and having something to offer them that they're going to snatch up.
Yep. Nick
But,
B, thank you for supporting us. I think I saw one of your things. I was just letting him rant on. So we see both chat stuff in here. But I think he said, I don't know what comment he was referring to, but he was saying something. But yeah, I just, I
Dirt
think
Burger says make the shirt.
we should.
You should.
They're going to take down my Teespring account. Ooh.
Maybe. So I had my Teespring stuff denied by Monster. So Monster's
really?
just as big of an a-hole in all this stuff.
Yeah.
In the whole world of sports and whatever, like they're just absolute beasts about their.
Yeah.
So because I tried to do a Monster truck shirt, because the word monster appeared in the title, they wouldn't even like it couldn't even pass. They had a ban on the word monster on all of Teespring.
Was it
because if you used it, they figured it was a Monster Energy product
with the green M?
That's how bad Monster is. They're just it had
just
nothing
Monster.
to do with it.
Wow.
If the title said Monster Trucks,
that's crazy.
Monster, just because it had fully blanketed, or Teespring did because they were so afraid of Monster.
Right.
That's how big these companies are.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
it's funny because I don't know if
YouTube is crap, which is why you haven't seen much of it, because my money comes from my website now.
Yeah.
It did come from my website.
Sure.
That's how I went full time with this. Now I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, cool. I wonder. So for these providers, these hosting providers, it's interesting because I'm sure you can file a dispute on it, but it's like, but then how long does that take to happen and all that kind of stuff? Like,
I told the website I'll take all their stuff down. Like I'll just delete it from my site. I don't give a rip.
Yeah.
I'll just eat it.
Well, I'm sure
thousands of dollars of brass I'll melt.
That's what we should do. You know what we should do? We should make a mold of a giant rooster and melt down your brass into the giant rooster.
Yeah, I mean, at least DSM Off-Road. So there's several people got letters, DSM Off-Road and all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I won't go there. I'm trying it. My wife said,
be like, here, Traxxas, sit on this.
Keep your testimony through this. I'm like, all right, I can do that.
Yeah, I know.
I can't say that Pablo will.
Sometimes we have to play good cop, bad cop, Tony.
Yeah. So I got on so somebody messaged me today and said, hey, is your website down? Like right before we got on. Literally right before we got on. Yeah. And I'm like, what? And so I went and it definitely says your domain isn't attached to anything. And then I look at my phone and it's like, create a new site. And it wasn't until I got on my computer where I logged in and it said something about, you were hit with an infringement thing.
Yeah.
You have to go through customer service, which was just a bot. It's freaking ridiculous. Like you're counting on them for your paycheck and you get a bot. And so Now I got to wait for some email, whatever, to happen. But
luckily, most of the time, Wix, we've used Wix before. I don't know what, and
I've loved it as a platform. Holy cow.
yeah, they're normally pretty good when you have a bad experience, and they'll hop on and talk with you or call you right back. So hopefully they can resolve that for you better. So
yeah, and I can just pull all the stuff that has that naming in it, which stinks because I have certain. They went after Furatech too for making chassis that go with their stuff.
really,
now what do they do? Like if you build an ESC that could work with their vehicle, is that like if you say it would work in their vehicle, you could use it as a. Is that a problem? Like where do you draw? Like I can fit this in their vehicle with tape,
yeah,
and use it for their product. Like where do you draw the line at like you made an ESC and a motor,
right.
and we make ESCs and motors, so we're gonna just knock you out. Like it's it's
What's
unbelievable.
unreal is that at the essence of the RC stuff and the essence of the hobby, it's handcuffing them to not advance their car at all. You know what I mean? Like meaning like.
Well, they're advancing their car, right? They have a bunch of really overpriced products for the aftermarket for it.
Right, but
they have metal dip covers, right? I think they have metal dip
covers. But what I mean is that there's not going to be any innovation from there. So a lot of times what happens is that the market dictates innovation on what the vehicle is. And so now they just lost a bunch of like innovation opportunity through the market.
And earlier I posted on the DSM off-road post. He posted the letter he got from him, 4 pages.
It's all over Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other people are listed in, Little Guys.
Yeah.
3 Flow RC. Other people, it's not just me.
Yeah.
In fact, I thought I was past it. And so
I didn't see your name on it.
No, but that was all Shopify sites.
I see.
So maybe Shopify sent that to the people, and I haven't gotten anything from Wix.
Yeah. You know what I think we should do? I think we should put not heat, but suggestions in some of the other manufacturers' ears to be like, hey, why don't you do a buyback program or a discount program where it's like, send us your Trax junk and we'll give you
Traxxas.
And we'll give you a 15% discount. You know what I mean? And it's like, or whatever, whatever it is, like whatever they can afford to get. So, because like, honestly, right now, and I, if I had that pull with Associate, I'd be like, I'll send you all of our slashes right now and we'll put them towards credit on the SC10, like all day, or the Pro 2 or Pro 4. Like, because I think it's
the SX24. The reason it has life and you see it everywhere is because of the aftermarket.
Yeah.
If there wasn't an aftermarket,
what's really there. And what's really interesting. What's really interesting though about that is that's what everyone's selling point is on Traxxas when you're going into a store, is they say, oh, you could basically build this car with part support, right? Like build it with all the aftermarket stuff. But that's no longer going to be a thing. And they're going to shoot themselves in the foot, because if they can't keep up with like having parts out there that break all the time.
But again, they're not worried about the RC market. Like they could care. They don't really give their stuff. Well, they just started giving it to like RC Girl, one of the few. But who'd they go after? Travis Pastrana. They went after.
I didn't know they went after
giving him stuff, like giving him.
Oh, yeah.
They went after that one that practiced Roman Atwood. Like they do videos with him. Like they weren't interested at all in getting the RC community their products to show it. It was Dude Perfect, all the other like more. They're thinking mainstream. Outside of it. They're not really thinking about hobby. They're just thinking about dollars. Like get people to buy this.
Right.
So yeah.
It'll be interesting to see at NHRA.
I don't think I'll be able to watch any more Mark Santa Maria videos, unfortunately.
I wonder how he can do that.
He's a cool guy, and he's too much of a Traxxas dude for me now.
Well, I wonder if they're gonna do anything about him with his Traxxas wheel. You know what I mean? Like he's got his thumb extender for his.
TQI. He does have a thumb wheel for his Traxxas. They won't go after him though.
No. But you know
They
what I
know
mean?
who he
It's
is.
like, yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out and how the market puts heat on them. And you know, I don't know. I don't really care to see a bunch of destruction on the cars. No offense, but it's not. I don't know that. I mean, it might be shock value, which would be okay, I guess, for a channel, but it's
If it
not.
got views in order to show people who they were, like if it could give you the voice
Right.
because people were sharing it, and then
Yeah.
you get to tell your story,
Right.
that'd be totally worth it to me at this
We
point.
should just do a campaign on like reels and on shorts that is just write out a 3-line phrase and being like, why are you killing the hobby? Greediest money and or greediest name and radio control. And just have that and have everybody say the same line over and over again and post that. And then it's just, it doesn't even need to be shared. It's just the same thing over. People see it, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, whoever's posting it 10,000 times. That hurts. Yeah. You know what I mean? That hurts.
Yeah.
We'll sell them all those t-shirts and have them say
I'll
that.
just do like Traxxas took away my livelihood. See what I do to their RC cars.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Bam.
Yep. Exactly.
My luck though, like it would not break. You'd drive over and it would look awesome afterward, and you're like, well, crap. It's like when Sean tried to, he hated the 24 scale so much he tried to blow it up, and he couldn't get it to blow up.
Yep.
With fireworks and stuff. Yeah, that'd be my luck. Like,
yeah,
I'll have to make sure that whatever I get to destroy it will definitely destroy it.
Yeah.
Like melt them. Maybe I'll just do a fire and melt them. They're definitely going to go up in a fire.
You know what you could do? I bet you could get a.
Oh, I can't use Traxxas in the title. That's right.
Use an equipment. Get an equipment company in town. Get an equipment company and say they're sponsoring the video, and get one of their compactors to roll over it. There you go.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. You know what they're doing? They're doing road construction in front of us. Maybe they'll roll one.
Do it. Yeah. Shout them out. That'd be awesome. Says fake it. Uh-oh, I think you froze, Tony. I think Traxxas went after your internet feed. They're shutting you down. Is that what just happened?
Now my internet hates me. It's been one of those days. Woke up to a flooded basement.
Yeah. Oh man. You keep on glitching out. You're in Cybertron. I like Papa Shorty's RC thing. It says donate them. So this is kind of not good and bad. It says donate them to a school to teach the kids electronics and so forth. Yeah, but then it also gets the product placement in front of them. We don't want them buying that kind of stuff. It says Ashley Connolly says, come see me. Maybe she has a roller. 10 years from now, if Traxxas survived, you are served you with infringement letters, you may be entitled to compensation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Class action lawsuit. I could see that happening. Are you still frozen? Or are you there? I think I see your eyes.
I think
moving.
I'm here. I don't know.
Okay.
You look like you're moving fine. So
yeah. Hatfield says you want to crush it under an excavator. Yeah. You should find someone with a plane and drop it from a plane.
Definitely kill it.
Yeah.
It's too bad because I was just talking about taking the X-Max somewhere with somebody and just having fun, but
yeah,
it won't be fun. That's the problem. All I'll think about is like these guys just like didn't even care. Like
yeah.
Just took it out.
You almost don't want to even get them more names out there. What's up, Kurtz RC?
I'm gonna go reset my internet.
All right, I'll handle it. I'll read some of the comments. I hope Horizon sees a huge jump in sales. It says, "Hey Tony, are you going to Diggers this year?" That sucks. Not surprising from them. Jeremy Smith says he got you a gift. I can do a plane thing too. That'd be pretty rad. I still want a TRX4 High Trail. After that, I'm through with Traxxas. I would just skip it. There's nothing new in it, just the body. Let's see what Tony's real good at staying still. Yeah, we need some burial videos. Let's see, equipment for days. Ashley says, I get them asking for something to be taken down. Traditional cease and desist letter. Yeah, for sure. But what gives them the right to do an entire website? That is someone. That's what I'm saying is that I could see a lot of like class action stuff happening because there was no cease and desist, and they just went straight to takedown. And I mean, did they see if anyone had these in stock other than just having their name on a SKU? There's a bunch of stuff like that that I think could be done differently. They're hiring Skynet. Yep. Let's see what else is there in here. Sorry, I'm just jumping through all the comments here. Can't use Traxxas in the title. We've got that one. Yeah, so I think it's tough. And I think that the market and I think the people will probably have enough to say where, if everyone posts something, maybe I'll come up with a graphic or something and just share it out and just be like, hey, here you go, share this graphic and see what happens, because they can't go after, if you say something, like they can't get you on opinion. So if you go out there and you say, the blank is the worst car, or, this company is the worst company ever, it's like, no, they can't. Anyone's entitled to their opinion. Elon Musk bought Traxxas. I got like 900s in my 10 scale Traxxas. Guess I will be becoming a parts truck for my Axial or something. Eddie says he'll share it. What's up, DSM? Hey, we were just talking about all this. Tony's internet got hijacked, so he's coming back with some more ranting. Is it over? Wannabe Traxxas lawyers hunting people using Traxxas names to make some cash? Yeah. RC Amigos, did you see my comment for the Easter RC parade? Oh, yes, I saw that comment. That was the one you're talking about. Sorry, I scrolled up and there's a few more. No, I'm not planning to attend that. But I thought about it, but I'm not planning on attending it. I got a lot of other stuff I gotta take care of before that. Looks like Tony's coming back on. Defamation, though, I don't think it's defamation because it's opinion and it's editorial. What missed the Traxel over the shoulder? So what we were talking about is like if, say, someone made a graphic and everyone went out and posted and said, and it didn't have a logo on it. It just said, whoever is, something like the greediest name in RC, blah, blah, blah. If that's their opinion and they post it, they can't really go after them for having an opinion on it. If there's no brand.
I mean, we could make one. Don't have maybe it has their name or whatever, as long as it's not using their logo. But no, they go after you for using their name.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. You can have an editorial view on it. Why can't you have an editorial view on it and say, people do it all the time.
Well, defamation, but I would not be opposed to making up something that even says, I stand against.
Yeah.
Like,
what we should do, Tony? Point. We should make the Sarah McLachlan videos and hold on to our cars.
I think you're right. I think Sarah McLachlan's a bit far, but
kill them with kindness. So. Be like, this poor vehicle will no longer have a home.
I just think we should all do like an anti-Traxxas. Like if we just do a Traxxas with a big no sign through it, and everybody change their.
Here's what avatars. We do. We write it in Helvetica, so they can't do anything about it. It's just in a different font with a name. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it would just be so cool to see so many people just go against something that's so counter the hobbyists. Like
100%.
It's so against what everything about this hobby is about.
Yeah.
So I would totally be for
I see Cheap Guy says
making a anti-Traxxas avatar that we just switch to our accounts for a week or something. Have a time period on it, but just let Traxxas know how many people don't like them.
Yeah,
they won't care because they don't have, I don't think, a heart in anybody in their company.
No.
And it kills me because one of my favorite video people in the RC world started back with crap, what's his name? He's the guy that makes all the Traxxas videos. The Jump, I Jump RC.
Oh yeah.
I Jump, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool dude, awesome videos. But I'm just ready to say sorry, dude. Like I know they hook you up, but like they are terrible for the industry. Like
Yeah.
man.
Well, and I wonder, and I don't mean this to preface it. I preface this meaning I am still with a bunch of angst for this, but I wonder how much actual is it just a legal firm that's going after it and not the actual Traxxas? You know what I mean? Like if it's their representative, their legal representation going after it, and Traxxas is like going to wake up tomorrow and be like, "What? What is going?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because that could be very
like
well.
24 scale market. We're gonna be like, yeah, we're the little guys. We're against you.
That's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. We can come back to it later. Let people fester on it a little bit. We'll come back to ideas at the end. What else do we have on the agenda? Your monster truck video was amazing.
Thanks, dude.
I really enjoyed watching it.
Dude, that video took off. Thanks to all you guys that watched it in here. I was surprised that thing took off so well. I was like, where did this come from? I don't really get that many views, and all of a sudden it was like in 24 hours it was over 700 views. I was like, I'll take it. So DSM Off-Road came in while you were out to lunch.
Yeah, they do have their own lawyer team.
Yeah.
And that's all they do is look for little guys.
Yep.
They shut me completely down, dude. The site's gone.
That's crazy.
It's the smallest items that I had, the worst selling. And because I was trying to help him grow that scene with it, I thought it was a cool truck, and I was trying to be helpful with it and let people mod them like we do the SCX 24, and I got taken out for it. Kind of feel like a tool for thinking that I could help them grow a segment. You know, like I said, I told Knight Customs, base your monster truck off Traxxas. I just told somebody else that too. Who did I just tell that to? I feel like I was talking with Weston Anderson.
Oh, okay.
About, you know, like the monster truck platforms and all that, and I'm like,
well, and that's a hard thing. Like,
be made.
I have this that's compatible. Does that mean I can't use it anymore and make a video of it?
Well, they just won't list it as compatible. The frames that work with it, the whole patterns and all that, maybe that's where it comes into. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I thought that I was on the up and up after I saw DSM, and I changed everything over to say, you know, TXR 4M is registered to Traxxas LP. I put their trademark logo. I said everything was compatible with or works with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's an 18. I said 1/18 scale this, but it will work with this. So it doesn't seem like it's made by Traxxas.
Yeah. People are asking if your website will ever come back. And I would say
it'll come back somehow. Yeah, but it won't have their stuff on it.
Yeah.
And we'll have no mention of Traxxas.
Yep. Ask Traxxas for permission directly. I think that ship has sailed for a lot of companies. I think they're over it.
I don't want to help them.
Yeah.
Why would I ask them? Why would I want to do anything for them at this point?
Right.
Like I will sell myself off on eBay somewhere.
Yeah.
Under just a crazy name I make up.
So here's what we do now is we have to get rid of our monster
Also,
trucks.
I want to thank Dirk from way back when. He sent a $10 super chat.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I remember seeing that too. Sorry, we were in the heat of the battle. That escalated quickly.
I'm more just you know, it's hurt. It hurts more than anything. Like, because I'm not trying to do anything wrong by anybody. So,
well, I could imagine, and I don't mean to throw salt in the wound, but I could imagine in your situation, just like me, like if I was doing something and Associated Electrics came after me for saying, hey, you can't do this. We're just going to automatically cut you at the knees after all the love I've given them over. You know what I mean? Like not that you're like a total fanboy on Traxxas, but you give them love just when they deserve it or when they deserved it. But now it's like, really? You're just gonna like do that? You're gonna come at me that way? Like, come on. Like, that's
Yeah.
not cool. You know what I mean? He's not
Yeah.
mad, he's disappointed. That's what David Ferris says.
Yeah, and I thought we changed stuff enough because technically the links, they're just freaking links. They don't own the rights to links or the lengths of links.
Right.
They're links that will work with. I said that they're 18 scale links. They'll work with a TRX4M.
Right. Right.
You know, if you want to use them for that, fine. If you want to use it for your SCX24, you could use it for monster truck. You could do whatever you want with it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Our shirts with messages protected under freedom of speech. I bet you we could get away with it. I bet you. I'll see what I can draw up tonight. And then just, I don't know. I don't want to be.
Garage, you're lost. What happened? They took down my site. They sent letters to Flub RC, who doesn't even really, like, he's not doing anything off of theirs except for bodies that'll fit on it or inserts that will work inside of their tires.
Yeah.
But because he said that the category was for working with their vehicles, they get a letter for a product that is nothing at all.
It's all a 1-inch tire.
Like theirs.
A 1-inch
it's like
wheel.
bodies and other stuff like that. It's unbelievable. But
Yeah.
because they use the name to let you know, to help you know that it will work with it as a buyer, because we get so tired of answering the questions. Hey, will this work with a TRX4M?
Mm-hmm.
That we put it out there.
I got it. I got a video idea. Are you ready? This is thinking big outside the box, Tony. We make the t-shirt. We sell it. All the money goes to proceeds to buying people's used Traxxas stuff. And then we make a big pile bonfire.
Dude, if we could get a monster truck to drive over it, that would be freaking rad.
You know what I'm saying? How rad would that be? I think we should do it.
Oh my gosh. If we get it, just destroy a bunch of Traxxas stuff with a monster truck.
With an LMT. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm going at with that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Should we do it? I could design up a shirt. What do you guys think? Do you think that's viable?
That would be freaking amazing.
I think that Ed Dushman saying, let's do it. 100% for the bonfire. They're saying that's a rad idea. Wow. That's crazy, Tony. Sorry, bro. He says, I'll be there for that. It says, yeah. Yep. That would be like Ford suing K&N for making air filters compatible with Ford vehicles.
That's what's crazy, right? So many aftermarket companies do it.
Oh yeah.
So I talk to people and I try to get things on the up and up with it, and it's just like,
yeah.
It's I'm in disbelief is what I am. I just can't believe it.
We need to get John Christ out here because KLN just said, so we're canceling Traxxas. So it's we can get John Christ to be like, canceled. Traxxas.
Oh man, canceled. You're canceled. That guy's hustled. I saw him in Grand Rapids when he came through. Dude, NF is coming through. And I'm on like the list for getting in on the early pre-orders for tickets.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know what my financial situation is going to be like after tonight, but about an hour ago, I was pretty stoked about it.
Yep. Hey, thank you, Troca RC. He says, was looking forward to buying their F-150 and Notchback because I own both.
Frank Noggle keeps hitting on the do it with permission thing.
Yeah. Now I ain't buying anything from Track Sucks. Yep. Yeah, Matthew Copeland.
Traxxas lovers in here too. It's the one thing.
Matthew Copeland. That's a good point too. It says, I just hope people saying I won't buy anymore follow through. That's the thing. I mean, you got to follow through with the pocketbook. So that's why I was saying I don't want to make money off of that shirt. I think it'd be cool to make money to do a video with that shirt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If we did something like that.
I don't even like Mass Master, dude. I'm gonna cancel you from the site. Like.
What?
I'm at that point. That guy's been a
Oh,
pinching and
no.
pushing and he digs in every chance he gets.
Oh no.
The RC cancel community. No, we got canceled, dude. Like we
Yeah.
were the ones that were canceled by Traxxas. They don't care about the RC community. It's not even community, man.
That's what KLN just said. He says, "Dang, how am I supposed to race now? I just built 2 cars." He just built 2 like old school Traxxas cars
You know what
to
this
race
means?
with.
I don't want those freaking buggies you got anymore.
You could put them. We could.
Dude, oh, that sucked. I'm gonna take my reef wheels off before I drive over that drag car I have.
Yeah.
I forgot that was a Traxxas.
We'll convert those buggies into the DR10 rails. That'll be easy. We'll make that happen. I'm astonished with your lack of business sense, Frank.
I didn't go to school for business, dude. I went to school for
Yeah.
communication, and I was trying to help out, and
Well,
I realized I should help out Traxxas. Axial loved it. Axial's been supportive. Like,
yeah.
no issues. Like,
Well,
I can make a tool that'll work with their truck like this and say it works with Axials because it's a 1.27 wrench that's
Yeah.
compatible with the nuts or the what they
bolts.
use.
Yeah.
The
screws.
bolts they use. If I would just for saying that this is compatible with Traxxas would get me in trouble with Traxxas. They would go
Yeah.
after you for that.
Yeah.
It's not about business sense, but
the
I also
bad
didn't study business.
well
That's
the
not my
bad
background.
thing
My background is media.
the bad thing is too is that they didn't have a cease and desist order or a letter
I didn't.
or anything.
They
to
didn't even reach
anybody.
out. They didn't have the decency to even reach
Right.
out. Like
Right.
that's what's bothersome about it. Like I just said, like, cool, dude. I'll eat the money, whatever. Like I'll take it down, or I'll just remove your name. Like for the things that are useful for any. Like I put that my servos are work with Traxxas.
Yep.
I'll just remove that. Like I don't care if the Traxxas people buy it or not.
Yep.
So
Ed saying, "Glad your Mighty Tool's back in stock." You might really have to resort to the coat with everything inside the coat now and just go place to place and be like,
I know I'm gonna do the bam. Anyway, I don't want to be fired up about it the whole time, but
let's switch gears and come back.
Talk you down from it. Like I was like, dude, this sucks. But you know, we'll get off of this. And then literally right before it, they take down my site.
Yep. Let's move on.
Things that I have that are Traxxas. But yeah, let's get over it.
Let's move on and then let's come back to it. So
yeah,
we'll have closing thoughts. Closing thoughts.
Yeah.
So there's some cool stuff happening in the shop.
Oh yeah, see. But did you get permission to build that to put over a axial chassis?
An axial chassis? I did not. I have a feeling they're going to be happy with it once it's done.
RC Master, you're good in my book. I'm
so got all these drawings in.
Printed. So how do you make the so you do it all on a computer before you even start with your welding process and cutting process and all that?
Not all the time. So I really enjoy not having a plan and just building. However, I really don't enjoy the end result. So like before I was going to send you yeah. Well,
you don't love the look of your finished trucks?
If I don't have a plan, no. Because there's always something that I would have done differently.
Got it.
And had I not thought it through. So like the scale rail stuff that I was going to send you, those were baselined off of something. Then I kind of just freeformed it. And I just really didn't like the way some of the stuff turned out on it. But when I have a plan, I enjoy it because then I can manipulate that plan and kind of get to the final result. And I know I get a goal in my head of what this is going to look like at the end versus like sometimes I have a mind's eye image of what I'm going to build, but I have a hard time seeing it until I start going. And it's just not a very, I'd rather spend a couple hours on the computer and make it how I want to do it and then build it versus like a couple hours just staring at my table like, how am I going to make this work? You know what I mean? But yeah, so like for instance, this is the side view of that truck. And then I have like this is the front view of the truck, right? So I can bend all the tubing. It's all to scale.
That's
So
cool.
it's 1-to-1 scale. So I can bend all the tubing so that, and like, for instance, like this is the top of the truck. And so I can, bend all my stuff to the right proportion. I always bend my pieces long, but like this is like a section view. So like these are all the parts.
You bend them long and
Yeah.
then cut them off, or
Yeah. So like, for instance, this piece here, right, that goes all the way around, I would have it so it hangs down to like here,
yeah, okay.
and then trim it down so that it will fit
So
perfectly.
you have extra to mess with, yeah.
Yep. And sometimes, not everything's perfectly square and straight. But that's part of the thing that I really like about building these is that they're kind of more, and I don't mean this to sound like I'm like, they're, but I kind of feel like they're kind of artistic to me. They're not.
Dude, they're super. Like when you did that copyright infringing box case art for April Fools, that thing looked legit. Like piece of art. That thing, it was awesome, dude.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But yes, it was copyright infringement. But you know what? Element loved it. They thought it was great. They were like, hey, this is funny. I like it. Scale Metal Supply says measure twice, cut 19 times. So Scale Metal Supplies, it looks like I'm going to have to build the DR10 scale rail post haste because everyone's poo-pooing on the other scale rails. So what I saw my name pop up somewhere.
Yeah, he was asking. He's an echo. It's probably mine. I just turned it down. I don't have my earphones in.
Yep.
I got fans blowing from my basement being flooded, and yeah.
Yep. So what I do on this is I draw them in 3D space, and then I take pictures of them to export it out. But this way I can, it's all 3D modeled. So like there'll be a video coming that shows the process of designing that truck. And so I have the other truck that I've got the print for is the Whoopacabra. And that's a much more simple build. It's just like a back half trophy truck kind of style build. And so that one's going to be inside that Blazer body. But I think that'll streamline the process. I'm excited for it. So this Saturday, when I go into the shop in the morning, we're going to be welding on your truck. So should be pretty cool. I'm going to try to get a lot started at the bends in the next couple mornings, and then we'll be welding on it. Jeff Makovich, your box art was awesome, Pablo. My high roller box art got a comment from Fair RC. That's awesome. I didn't see yours, Jeff. Sorry. I was out at Monster Jam, so I posted and ghosted. So I was like, and then I saw how it blew up. And I was like, this is awesome. Exactly time to pivot on the VW beam and get the AE trans in that. So he's been developing a Losi style scale rail also. Rod approved the basement. What state do you live in? People are asking about your flooding.
So integrity. I live in Michigan. The problem was just the sump pump went out and it was buried. Like, had no idea. So it's weird how it works because under the ground, like the water was seeping in.
Yeah.
Where they dug out this hole in the floor.
It seemed really close to your subfloor. Like I would assume that it would be much deeper than that.
So it's like underground. So all the water under the house was just so that they could like soak it up before it came up and around the house. They were I think they dug it out. And so it's weird because it's got like these wood pieces and water's just pouring in through it. And then the sump is there and it's just ejecting the water below the level where it would come in through the side of your house. Anyway, it's
super one-handed. Changed his profile picture. I should design. I'll design
some
stuff and put them out there. Yeah, I'll design some stuff tonight after the show and put it out there.
I'm gonna put it everywhere, and I don't care.
Yeah. That's
Um,
awesome. Super one-handed. Super funny.
I
Kalen
like it
said,
super one-handed. Very good.
Kalen says
He
he's
says,
still
Noah's
bothered by
Zone.
the TRX thing. And he sees the steam coming off your head still.
I'm all right. It really, like, it's frustrating, but it's disappointing. Like when I saw it happen to DSM off road, like he's a buddy of mine. He's here in Michigan, and I'm like, man, that sucks. But I immediately,
Yeah.
so I'm at my kids' music lessons this morning. I'm on my
Yeah.
phone trying to just remove everything. Like I just changed the name of folders that would hold images, so it'd say 4 or 4 TRXM. So it wouldn't be
Yeah.
like it is a TRX for him. It's like it's for this. Like
I'm
every little like slash I could do, I tried to go in and dot, my I's and cross my T's to make sure it would be up on the up and up.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure I'm sure that they had all these people scoped out and did their recon a week ago. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
it probably was already sent. The letter was
yeah.
sent.
Yeah. You'll
So
probably get the letter tomorrow. Cease and desist. They'll probably be like,
how
hey.
tracks is tough. I love it, man.
Cut me deep. Cut me deep.
This was made to work with a vehicle that will not probably put them out of business for doing it. This is to go with my
Rift.
The Rift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check that out, right?
That is sick.
Look at the shock mounting options up in the front. And then
That's
in the
pretty
rear.
rad. Yeah.
Pretty awesome tabs in there. I had it powder coated at JD Powder Coating here in
Nice.
Lamont area. So this is going to be a build coming for you guys that don't love the 24 scale and could care less that Trax just took my site out for TRX4M stuff. You're probably happy about that. We're going to be going back to some 10 scale stuff here very soon. So,
you know what we should do? I should do a caricature of a broken RC and say, we will rebuild, but not a Traxxas.
oh, that's funny.
we will overcome this.
I'm really
like
happy
that frame.
with the powder coat too.
That's super rad.
They did it for a great. It felt great to me. It was like $50.
Yeah.
Is that a decent price?
Heck yeah.
Okay. I gave him 60 because it felt too cheap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depending on what his workflow was to interrupt his workflow for an RC car, it's pretty nice. That's a pretty good deal.
He's doing it out of his garage after work. He had it full time, but then he stopped enjoying it. So
yeah, kind of like Traxxas.
My OnlyFans account needs to pick up some action here soon.
Whoa, take it easy, Tony. Take it easy.
Thanks, Traxxas. You're gonna drive me to OnlyFans.
Yeah, start clipping your toenails.
Now,
washing your socks, Tony.
Something else I got. But I'm kind of afraid to throw them under the bus with all these TRX4M parts that I got aftermarket.
Oh, man.
Just got them. They look. So that was the thing. I never even cared if it was somebody else's product was the same as what I was carrying.
Yeah.
I didn't mind promoting it. Even if it's something I carried, I didn't mind showing what people are doing.
Yeah.
So
I
have all this cool NEX racing stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be able to be purchased or not by the time I do the video on it.
Yeah.
Or if I'm going to even have a Traxxas TRX4M to put these on. That's the thing. I got to tell them now, sorry, I'm not doing anything Traxxas related.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's what I was talking about with this from Furatech. Like, how do I tell them, what do I do with that? Because now I feel like I can't put it in my monster truck and run it, Tony.
Well, just don't tell people about it, right?
I can't talk all this nonsense and then not do it.
I was so excited about the TRX4M. I told you to get one.
I know. You helped me get that one.
Oh,
that was all you.
Yeah.
That was like my Christmas present from you. Totally. Okay. Yeah. So Fern Sola saying short recap. Traxxas is like in the suck hole right now. because they are taking down websites left and right, and because of products that are compatible with their vehicles, they're going after all the little guys and trying to run them into the ground.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it is. And so now, put the FearTech in a rock van. Yeah, I could. Or I could put it in the SEX 24 and put the monster truck tires on that. And then be like,
I will
look.
send you a Max Smasher. How's that?
And be like, look. I'll be like, look, Tony.
I'll send you the one that says Max Smasher on it. In fact, it'll be the Max Smasher version. I will send
Bam. Yeah. That's what we need to do. Oh, okay. This is getting better. So what we do is we make the t-shirt, we sell it, and then we wrap a monster truck with Max Smasher on it, and we put all the Traxxas cars and let the monster truck drive over the RC cars, because it's called the Max Smasher. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Well, I'm going to send you the box that says Max Smasher on it. I'm a rebel.
I'm a rebel.
And it even has the stickers that say Max Smasher. You can put them on. That's just name and canceling.
Oh, man. All these shirts. That would be hilarious. The name would be fitting if it's Smashing the Max. That's what I'm saying.
If you
Smash Maxer.
Max Paul 11. No, they're taking down websites using their name. Completely legal, just like licensing a RC body. So I can never on my site use their name, the name Traxxas or any of their products, or I have to have the site taken down. I can't sell something that would work with their product and use their name in order to let people know that it will work with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of splitting hairs there a little bit. Like, at what point do you draw the line?
Yep.
I'm not saying it is made by them.
Right.
But
yep.
I did not copy the look of their part. I changed it. I changed the way that the links work so they're solid, because their links suck, because the rod ends catch on every freaking thing.
Yeah.
Because they stick out past the actual link itself. Their plastic rod ends are wider. And so when you drive over things, you slide on your link and then you catch on their rod ends. Dumbest design ever. So we deleted that and we did one piece links. They're just links. They work on their truck. They're the same length as theirs. They're not made by them. They're made to replace what crap they made, but
it's interesting to see too, like what that does to the market for just even wanting to.
That's the thing, Max Paul. Have I talked to my lawyer about this? That's the thing. They know that we're just small guys trying to have fun with the hobby and make it better for people, and we don't have lawyers.
Right.
I make videos for a living. This was all extra. And honestly, I don't need to make their parts. Like,
right.
I'm going to Axial to do stuff with them, making parts for their cars. And they're with me coming in. And they actually, well, I won't say anything, but we're going to do competitions for them because we're trying to show how cool their products are.
Yeah.
And that people should be buying them and doing competitions with them. I had no idea that when I started trying to tell people, hey, like Traxxas, I'm back on Traxxas bandwagon. I hated them for a while because of what they did.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's hard to get over. These are kind of cool. But
sure.
now it's like, now they're not going after the big guys. They're going after every little company. Well, again, Flub RC makes their products that you could use with their vehicle because they're 1.0 wheels and it'll fit on their TRX4M. It has nothing to do. This isn't a Flub RC one. This has nothing to do with any Traxxas copyright at all.
Okay. So is this still, I'm trying to ethically make a decision here on my love for my new UDR. what if I kept on making videos at the UDR, but the process is I'm going to buy all aftermarket parts and swap out everything on the UDR with aftermarket parts just to be like, hey guys, I'm giving my money to all these other different companies and make, and
We were
then
just talking about me buying one too.
I know that's what I'm saying. And it's like,
Crazy.
it's a cool truck, but now I'm like, I don't want anything Traxxas on it anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So DSM off-road, I'd already done this.
Yep.
I'd already done this. I said compatible with or works with, fits. And I even credited them with the trademark name for their stuff.
Yeah.
So that's BS. I can't believe it got taken down tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. Scale RC said, are they going after Vitavon? There's so many different companies that, I mean, like look at Amazon. Oh my
They go
gosh,
after
how many
Trio.
different?
They're going after Furatech.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon, there's like 10 different companies, like for one part, and they're all like weird name companies, rebranding their part or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Scaled
so
RC
some of
said
the
I could buy
companies going to
everything.
take down their
UDR.
URL. My URL. They're going after the URLs because my URL still reflected the old title.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't change that on my phone. That's crazy.
Yeah. Probably because it is in your.
I even changed the
address
folder
line.
name so that wouldn't happen with like the images.
Well, like I said, it was probably weeks in the hunt, man. That's what sucks. That's what sucks is that they didn't hit you with the letter first or with a call or an email. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Had they done that,
something,
they would have had a lot of heat from people, but I don't think it would have been this bad. You know what I mean? Like,
it just the thing is, it just shows who they are. They're not hot. Like if you watch the videos, they're not RC people like that
right.
are the head of that work. They're businessmen. And
Yeah.
they could care less about what we are trying to do in growing a hobby, honestly.
Yeah. KLN goes, just call your UDR a Baja Ray. It's like, look at this sweet Baja Ray. Yeah, so that's SFL
so my URL,
RC24.
my URLs would kill me potentially.
Yeah, SFL RC24 saying Amazon would tell Traxxas to go pound salt. Like,
yeah,
if they're like,
but when I went to the DSM off-road site right after you posted it, it was still up. Mine is just down. Like mine, Wix just killed mine. I went to Flubber and they were still up. I went to Little Guys and they were still up.
Yeah,
mine was just taken out.
It's probably some kind of agreement that Wix has where if you get a strike against something like that, they just have to take you down. I'm surprised though.
They didn't even
just
reach out to me to clear it up first.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they didn't just
like it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just kill that link. Well, it just jumped. RC Master said, "Yeah, Traxxas lawyers should have definitely have sent an email." I agree. I think that's the least they could have. That would have probably not made this so bad on them. Cancel culture now sponsored by Traxxas.
I will never promote their stuff ever again. That's where it's at.
Yeah,
like they could have done the decency, and because they didn't, I could care less. Like they won't get any promotion from me. So I'll try to sell out the last of the stuff I have for them, and then I'll probably still crush everything that I have with theirs, or burn it, or do something crazy with it.
I'm telling you, do the monster truck thing.
I should see if CineStar will crush them for me.
Yeah. Ashley, was that her name? Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. She said she has equipment for days that will crush it for you. She was on here earlier. Toughest name in radio control meant that they have the most lawyers. They're like the bulliest in an RC. I'm reading the comments. Sorry, guys. And they keep on jumping. You guys are going fast. I'm joined late. What happened, Tony, with Traxxas? We'll get you caught up to speed in a minute. Don't burn anything.
Yep.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah, I won't melt it. That would be weird.
That would be weird.
I might lipo fire it somehow. I even bought their batteries. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Did they go after Trump today? Traxxas. Probably. DSM off-road. Do you know? I just jumped again. I just read that one. Bounce back. Boycott Traxxas and Bud Light. Sadly, I love my UDR. Yeah. Well, like I said, I think that's going to be what I'm going to do now. I'm on a mission now to just replace all my UDR parts with
There you go.
off name whoever sells UDR stuff, and I'll just put all the different
I'll help you with that.
Chinesium stuff on it. So
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I
with
can't even
that.
list the new stuff I just got. I mean, I just got stuff I use. Has been my motto. If I don't use it, I don't sell it. These are T plugs to some number of letters and numbers sizes for these adapters.
Yeah.
All right. For the batteries I use.
Yep. Those are awesome. Those are so awesome. I'm old school. All my stuff are T plugs.
Well, so many of my old monster trucks are, but all my new batteries are that are at XT60s. And so I got both. I have the XT60 version hidden somewhere. I don't know where I put it.
Yep.
But
oh, it says, I remember that.
Yeah,
you remember,
Ray-Ban went up to Ryan about his logo. Yeah.
That's pretty close though. I remember that. That was pretty, I mean, it wasn't the same, but it was pretty close. Like I think that's what irritates me about that was what was tough about some of the RC decal companies that were doing rebranding, and they were they were rebranding with a like logo, and it was a different name or whatever. And it's like, come on, like I get that you like that style, but make something different. Make some brass bullets. Do a video with some tannerite. I like it. People are saying good luck to DSM. I was debating getting I'm not even going to say it, or red or machete. I'd go with the machete now. I would do that.
I wouldn't. I'd get a Creighton.
Oh, great. Yeah, there you go. I'm just saying, well, that's what he was saying. It was the
Chronos is pretty cool too. I honestly haven't seen anything on the machete because it was a pretty busy time for me.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that was one of his choices. So if that was his choice, and he didn't have Chronos or the other one in there, that was what I would go with.
So, man, the day took a weird turn about an hour ago. Right, we were right about to get on. I'm like, I'm going to be a little late.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yep. So,
what else have we hit on? We hit on April Fools. Mine was about 24 scale stuff. Kind of burns now a little bit. So I was getting out of all the mini stuff.
Oh, the April Fool stuff. Yeah. We talked about it when you were offline.
You did monster truck racing, which was awesome. Dude. You trademarked all of our stuff. Thank God. Would hate for somebody to copy our stuff.
I know. Well, I'm just saying.
Or even like try to promote it for us. Like if they started using our logo to try and push people to do our stuff, like watch our stuff, I'd be so pissed.
Speaking of watching our stuff, that's what we haven't talked about. Taco Chop Live. Dude.
Ooh, yeah, that was cool.
I was surprised so many people hopped in and watched it after the live. Thank you for those that are in here that watched it. That was super cool. And it was super cool being able to talk to them while I was doing it. Now, this next time, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because I'm going to be under the hood. So I think I'm going to have to like take a time and say,
pop up and look.
Yeah, 30 minutes. I'm going to answer questions or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because I'm only doing an hour of it. So I'm going to try to just stick to an hour. But I did find out or realize something, that Saturday morning is probably not a good time for this. You know why? Because I race now and I do stuff
racing,
like
yes.
and comps and stuff. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do about that. Like, do I go live from a certain place or just got up from a nap? Did I miss it all? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you missed it all. I'm interested to see what you guys talk about tomorrow, Harley, and see if you kind of stay away or if you go headlong into this scenario. I kind of feel like I know from your engineering brain side, I kind of know where you understand what's going on, but it's interesting
With your
the
welding
community
stuff?
know about what we were just talking about. Why
Oh.
you're so fired up. Josh, it's all your fault. Only the Traxxas bashing Joshua. That's what he missed. So Harley was hopping in. Whoa, that just jumped like 4
I'd have
people.
probably flown under the radar if I hadn't sent stuff up to Canada.
They sold the 6x6 that Matt. Oh yeah, I forgot about that on display. They sold it right out of under him. Cold hearted. I'm going to buy another WSX 24 in protest. Did VP get hit with the cease and desist letters from Traxxas? I wonder if they would. Yeah, because they have products that are compatible. Incision.
All depends how you list it.
Yeah.
My URLs were not good.
M2C. Wondering how they flew under the radar. Got the Mighty Eagle installed. Loving it. Yeah. I haven't heard much about that one yet. I don't know how if people are loving it or you showed it, but it was fresh off the crate. Crush. Vote yes on the Crush, Dirtburger saying. I think so. Yeah. I think I'm going to hit the drawing board tonight. Luckily I finished my edit for actually Harley, you're in the thing. I'm doing my first, if I can say, Vanquish Products Phoenix kit without getting trademark taken down. I did my first video with that. Hopefully you guys don't send your lawyers after me. So just kidding.
M2C got to run it because they just call them X series now.
I was going to say the rocks outside. Maybe that's what we should say. These rocks outside are now compatible with the TRX4M.
I'm going to call my stuff T series from now on.
T series.
Yep. For Tony. T for Tony. 1/18 scale T series.
There you go.
Products.
Trademark.
Works with
video compatible with Phoenix kit. Yeah. I'm gonna put that's gonna be my title tomorrow, Harley. Thank you. Video compatible with Phoenix kit. TM.
Yeah, mine said that, but my URL apparently didn't.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
Even my
serious monster
folders
truck
were said for or
David Ferris has a serious monster truck question. Is the mega battery tray worth changing over on my LMT Sonova? No, I don't think it's worth the work. If you're talking about the one that's in the Kingsling and the
lower
Hog, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that's just me. Like
I don't really notice it. I have the LCG one in one of my trucks.
Yeah,
it's cool, but
yeah,
I don't notice the difference one bit.
No. I mean, it's I maybe if you're hardcore racing, but for me, just playing around the way I do, I don't know. I wouldn't notice that. And for the amount of work that you have to do to take everything out, put a new one in. Nope. Kalen saying the Bauhaus one is better.
It's a really cool little kit. The Bauhaus tray. It's pretty slick.
Is that the one you got?
Race one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not good enough to notice the difference. So
Oh,
there's
speaking
that.
of speaking of 24 scale, I found out, and I said they were kind of talking about it, but they posted the flyer about it at the Hobby Expo. They're doing a 24 scale trail, and they're going to do a 10 scale trail there. So I was like, sweet, that'll be fun. So I'm excited to go and do all that stuff. It's going to be a hardcore RC weekend. I'm going to be there 3 days. Qualify or practice Friday, qualify or practice Friday, quals are Saturday, and mains are on Sunday. Are they going to go after the Ram for the TRX? I thought they already did. Didn't they? I don't know. Oh, that was something I heard too, but I didn't go and do my homework on it. Did you hear Hetmanski's is closing?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah, it's a
or
bummer, man. I haven't
just
heard. I mean, I don't know if it's a
retiring?
bummer, if it's a good thing. Like, there's two ways to look at it, right? Running, so like running your own thing means you work all the time. You can't go on vacation because who's going to run the store if you don't have employees?
I know nothing about this. Staying at work till 12:30 at night when you
Yep.
know you have to wake up the next day.
I mean,
Yeah.
what's funny is my kids and I sat bagging these tools that could work with a Traxxas or any other RC for hours. Finally, have them back in stock, and I can't even show them because the site now says that. What does it say? It says, "Looks like this domain isn't connected to a website yet. Is this your domain? Connect with these few easy steps."
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's fantastic. But yeah, so we might have vacation. I'm going to be working on the septic for a little, or not septic, the sump pump for a little while, but maybe my kids are on spring break. Maybe I'll take a break. Maybe it's Traxxas actually was like, you know what? You look like you could use a vacation.
DSM goes, did you just admit to child labor?
You
Fern
could
Solo,
use
take
a
it easy, buddy.
vacation.
Take it easy.
I'm not. Does it count if I'm not paying them?
Yeah. Are they going after HBO Max? What about?
I heard that they did.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says MaxiPad on it in the Traxxas font.
Oh my gosh! I will order one before it gets taken down, and I'll start wearing it.
Yes.
Everywhere I go to a competition. I need one for.
Yes, I'm writing this down.
All right, do it. I will wear it somewhere. That'll be fantastic.
That's what. So if we're not going to crush the cars, I'm going to use the proceeds to change all the parts on the UDR to Chinesium, or whoever's American made, whatever that's not Traxxas parts. How about that? What about Cinemax? Ooh, if you know, you know. Cinemax after 12 o'clock when you were a kid. Watch out. Watch out. Anyone know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Tony?
All the blurries.
Yeah. Or not. Yeah. Can I open an Etsy shop temporarily? Taxi cab confessions. Nick B's laughing. Yeah, buddy. Yep. I think I like the MaxiPad. Matt and I have an announcement on tomorrow's show that is going to be a little more awkward after today. Oh no.
Traxxas is sponsoring something for them.
Yep. Harley turned you in, he says. He didn't like our ratings, Tony. He was like, hey, let's chop these guys down.
Those guys copied our idea for a live stream, and I'm gonna take them down.
Yeah. Oh, Papa Shorty's RC says I was hardcore. I would watch the squiggly stuff. Just listen to the noise. Just listen to it. Yeah. That is awesome. Doing another Traxxas project. Ooh, I don't know, man. I think you guys might. Do GPM is good Chinesium for the UDR. Yes. Tony and Pablo are just Matt and Josh on delay.
And turned down. We're turned like they're up at 11. We're at like 6.
Yeah.
I just got a text message from Weston, and they're literally in the dark building a 24 scale track at Ryan's house right now.
Nice.
With
nice.
Race.
That's cool.
I can't watch the whole thing because we're live, but
yeah, we started watching our Ryan Anderson's YouTube channel. Me and Dalton.
It's Dalton was good, dude.
Dude, Dalton was so happy to see him, and I feel bad because he goes, "Dad, you talk to him too much. I didn't get a chance to really talk to him." And I was like, sorry, dude. Because like when we met up, it's just like he was talking about the NAR bars and all that kind of stuff. And it was like, I felt bad. But I was like, all right, dude.
Oh, did Weston tell him that I gave him to him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, yep. So nice. He was happy. I got to send you out replacements that are not compatible with anything Traxxas. DSM says I can't wait to see tomorrow's
to Weston because I'm not going to use it. The one that I showed before, the Mies one that looks very much like a Vanquish. This 24 scale. I told it. I said,
oh yeah.
I'm not going to use it. I just want to see what the quality was like.
Yeah.
And the build of it's actually really good, but I'm not planning to use it, so. I told him I would send it to him, and I forgot.
Oops. That's funny.
But now that I don't have any other packages to ship tomorrow because I can't get into my site, sorry, people that paid for stuff. This is not my fault. Yeah, so I'll send that to Weston.
Not a Traxxas part.
Tony doesn't paint. I paint some.
That was a nice kit. Yeah, that looked good.
A Max Fall 11 track. So you're saying Furetex is facing some problems as you. So let's pull. Do you have the images anywhere?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, what everybody listed. Because there was a letter sent out.
Well, it's all over Instagram. Hold
on. Furetech was definitely listed as one. Infringing content. I wasn't listed, but Jenny's RC, Iceberg RC, Little Guy, Furetech.
I just see
for their, of all things, their male TRX 4M to 2-pin
okay,
JSP.
so I have 3Flow 9 RC, Dinky RC, Doc's Hobby Shop, DPM, DSM, Flubber,
Dinky,
Furetech, Iceberg, Jenny's, Little Guy, RB Innovations, RC Addiction 19 for the links. Wow, they're going after RC Addiction 19 for his links. He's like, I don't mean to say like you're a little guy, but like I think that's like you're doing like one by one making them. Like that's kind of ridiculous. The Crucible
3Flow 9 had it.
Yeah. So that's all I got on the one that I'm reading. I like how they're like, sincerely, Traxxas LP. like in all respect, Traxxas LP. We need a Let's Go Traxxas t-shirt. That's awesome.
I don't know why. He calls his the TRX 4M big block brushed motor. TRX 4M high speed transmission bearing kit mofo.
But is it in the URL?
Yep. Traxxas TRX 4M high speed transmission bearing kit. Yep. Yeah. Traxxas, or just a TRX 4M black brass hex extenders. It starts with the name TRX 4M. It doesn't say fits or whatever, or compatible with or for, except for his band brushless. So hopefully he gets that squared away before he gets hit. because his collection is also called Traxxas-TRX-4-M. So because his collection of items for that vehicle is listed as that, it's only a matter of time before he gets hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's interesting. It says on RPM website, you select Traxxas, then your model. I wonder how those big companies do it. Because, like, I was thinking
I didn't get any letters either. RC Master Moso just said he hasn't had any letters. I didn't get a letter.
Yeah.
My site just disappeared tonight. Like, it was gone. And I'd even gone in and changed that stuff. However, I didn't manually change the URLs, but I changed all the descriptions to say that TRX4M trademark logo or little insignia is a registered trademark of Traxxas, registered L.P.
Yeah.
So it was very evident that it was not my thing, and it said that everything was works with or compatible with this. It wasn't made by, it was just compatible with. But yeah, whatever. They're dead to me. That's all that matters to me anymore. Like, not buying a single product from them ever again. And I'm just debating whether or not I am willing to sell what I own from them, or if I go out in a blaze of glory and just crush everything with.
I would say give
I
it
would
a little
love
bit
to
of
get a
time.
monster truck to crush it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to make that happen.
I'm sure you can find some private label monster truck. Yep. AI Big Brother is watching you. Yeah, Gavin was saying that he bet it was an AI bot kind of reading through everything and finding it. That's what I said earlier, is that I bet you it was a bot or some kind of third party legal that went through and found all this stuff and just kind of started hacking away. Yeah, it says RPM has been doing Traxxas stuff for close to a decade, though. It's interesting. I wonder how they do that. If it is I wonder if it's a licensing thing, like if they buy it, you know what I mean, buy the rights to make something for it, or I don't know. V2 Vids might be able to help. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Says, well, I should sell after the money I invested. You might as well get something for it. Well, with all the money you invested. Yep. That's what I'm saying. The last holdout that I have, the UDR, I'm just going to switch everything over. So it's going to be like no Traxxas parts. I'll even see. Andre was like, when are you going to make a steel cage for that? Looks like it might be time. So that way there's like nothing left of that car. I'm sure I can make my own pan. I know I can find axles, everything. Better than stock. Boycott.
DSM Off-Road, I did not get anything from them. I've searched everywhere looking for it.
Did you get one, DSM? Did he get a
Rob,
cease and desist?
he got a letter. I've gone through my emails. I don't see anything like through any of my email accounts. I've searched Traxxas.
Yeah.
Are
you on? Well, I guess I host through Wix too. So let me go to my website. Not my RC. I don't have an RC website, but just to see. I should have thought of that earlier to see if my website works and it's hosted through Wix. But I don't sell Traxxas stuff on my website. So
I see a something from my website I got at 7 p.m. tonight saying that I have infringing content using trademark material from Traxxas without authorization. trademark number 3205399. So
That's crazy. Well, here's the thing. We've hit our cap, Tony. And I think it's time. I think it's time for you to investigate how you get your site back up. Be looking for some designs, guys, because I've got some good ones. I've got the Max E-Pad, and I've got Let's Go Traxxas, and I got the one that I posted earlier, which is the this one.
Oh, yeah.
so I've got 3 that I can run with. That's going to be pretty close. I mean, that's a good one, I think.
I like that
the
one
time
a lot.
is now. Do you?
Well, you need to do less, so it'll be more like hat at the end, right? Oh, I guess hole would work.
Yeah.
I was thinking hat for some reason that came to mind.
Yeah.
But dude, if you do the thumbnail like a square one, like straight away, I'll put it up like right now.
All right.
I'll convert all my socials to the anti.
Okay. I'll do it.
Square.
I'll design one. I like the idea of the Let's Go Brandon style because that's just so kind of like tongue in cheek for everything, and everyone knows what that means. But
Ken, you're wrong. It's not only on the Shopify. They completely took my site down on Wix.
Yeah.
The Shop Mini RC.
Decals too. Yeah, I can make some decals on there. It'll all be through. I won't personally be printing them, but they'll be on the Teespring account. If you go to my Instagram, there's a link for Teespring on there. We can post.
What's weird is Mofo is on Shopify, right?
I have no idea.
I think Mofo is Shopify.
Yeah. Dollars not compatible. El Ray says $signs not compatible with Traxxas.
But the all the Shopify guys are still up. They didn't get taken. Like Wix, like straight up killed mine. It's gone.
Yeah.
Like so.
I'm sure you can get I'm sure you can get a hold of Wix and they'll write it. As long as you talk through it, I'm sure they'll be like,
What's crazy is the only thing that they got me for is the diff covers one.
Really?
It's the only thing that Wix contacted me about is that one. So I got to look it up. I'm almost out of diff covers, so whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't look at all like theirs. They look like the axial ones, if anything. That's how they were made to look, because I hated the Traxxas ones.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
You should do a fire sale of whatever you have left. Just name it something different and then put that into a monster truck that's going to crush everything that you got.
Yeah. Dude, I enjoy you, your company.
I enjoy
people that come in and watch
us
banter.
I
Sorry, I forgot my headphones and it's so loud here.
No, you're good. You know what else I enjoy?
Don't say it.
No, I enjoy.
I'm not in the mood. Your baby maker is not gonna.
No, I enjoy jumping my slash into your baby maker. Well, you know, that's what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
Softball. Oh, now I hear the echo on your side. Yes. All right. All right, man. Thank you all.
Let's close them down and then let's rant for reals after.
Oh, great. All right. Later.
See you guys. Don't buy Traxxas.